do you see with these teams?
Well, I think the number one thing they have in common is experience. Both of these teams with a handful of veterans. Something I think at times is undervalued in today's NBA.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Brook and Williams are the 4 and the 5. Then it's Green. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Gillespie in at the point guard position. Now here's LaRavia. Really played well against Golden State in his last game. Pass to Green. It's picked off. And here's the fast break. Here's James. Got a piece of it. Here's Gillespie. And here's Booker. Takes a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. He said they have their work cut out with Devin Booker, who can score in many different ways. Coach told me people talk about his deep shooting range, but his middle is just as lethal. And if you crowd him, he can take it to the rim. And he has the size to do damage there. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And that one misses. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, the experience and the knowledge is invaluable. LeBron gives all he has to these young guys deep in his career.
Brooks, the pass to Booker. Fires the 3. Gillespie can't get it to go.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Outside, Green. Just 5 to shoot. No good with a layup.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
James against Brooks. Up top, Kennard. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. The 3 from Ayton. Williams grabs the board. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Green with the ball. LaRavia covering. Shot is good by Gillespie.
Well, we all know he's a good scorer, but Green also facilitates very well.
Gillespie's gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. To the inside. And that one's good. James.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's Green. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. Outside for Booker. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And why is Booker so consistent from game to game? It's because he's got picture-perfect mechanics.
Kennard passes to James. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
What an athletic slam by LeBron, showing these young guys how it's done.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Now here's Green. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Lakers. Man, this team has been unstoppable away from their own arena. Up there with some of the best road teams we've ever seen.
No question about that. It's hard enough to win in this league with the parity, but to do it away from your home floor and home fans, that's something to be proud of.
James. And the shot goes. James has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Phoenix leading by 3. Outside, Green. Launches a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And James gets it to go. James has got 9.
And that's where LeBron loves to operate. Close to the bucket, in the high percentage area.
Outside, Green. Inside. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the night. Now, here is James. 9 points in the game. Brooks drives in. That one falls.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Here's Kennard. And here's Smart. Yet to see a basket. Ayton. James, a screen on Booker. Smart passes to James. No good there. Good work defensively by Brooks. And here's Green from the arc. Fires in the triple.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. All right, Tim, the postseason not far off. Team still jockeying for position down the final stretch.
Yeah, just like on the track, don't look behind you, just focus on yourself, or you might find yourself on the wrong side of a photo finish.
Got to run through the tape, get yourself in position. Now, here's Williams. He's got 6. Here's Gillespie. Brooks outside. From deep. James with the rebound. Lakers trail by 6. Here he goes. And James throws it down.
That's been LeBron's attitude for years. Don't settle for a jumper when you can attack the basket.
The Suns have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Booker against Smart. Up top, Booker, coming off a solid outing against Dallas. That one is off.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
James with the ball. Green picks him up. Shot's good by James.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Here's Green. And he lays it up and in. Green's got his 2nd basket on the night.
I love it. What concentration. Green taking the contact well and converting with confidence.
Here's James. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Gillespie. Now Booker. 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there's enough game left to make corrections.
That ties it up.
Well, you just need to get Ayton the ball inside. He'll do the rest. He knows how to go to work in there.
Now here's Booker for 3. James with the rebound.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Kennard outside. James outside. 6 on the shot clock. They now take the lead. James has got 19 points.
Yeah, no doubt about it. LeBron is in attack mode tonight. He's looking to score every time he touches the ball.
Pass to Green. Williams with the screen to the paint. And Williams punches it home.
Perfect bounce pass leading to the basket. That's just great teamwork.
Here's James. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Brooks. Smart against Booker. Back to Green. Pass to Gillespie. Williams with the screen. From the high post. Again, Phoenix. Good for 2.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in. It was a really important time, and it was good for me." Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Brooks outside. Outside, Green. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Phoenix shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Iguodala, he's checked in for Williams. O'Neal comes in for Brooks. Allen, he's checked in for Green. And Goodwin is subbed in for Devin Booker. Here's Goodwin. He had 9 points in his last time out. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot here. 4-3. That shot off the mark. It's been all about Mark Williams for Phoenix. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And for Phoenix, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, they've got Royce O'Neal, and it's Goodwin in at point. Coffee, he's checked in for Phoenix. Laravia with a screen. Here's James. There's the strength of the king.
I mean, do you think a little or even a big bump is stopping LeBron? His determination is part of what makes him a future Hall of Famer.
And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. Phoenix making a switch here. Dunn's checked in.
Substitution, number 0, Ryan Dunn.
There's a screen. Here's the three. The Lakers with a rebound. Hayden's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss. That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Pass to Dunn. Lets it go from deep. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
It's stolen by Dunn. Here's Goodwin. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Allen against Kennard. Screen by O'Neal. Shot clock at 5. Here's Allen. And there's the foul. It'll go on Grayson Allen. That's his first foul. A different look for Phoenix. Brooks, he's checked in for Dunn. Devin Booker comes in for Allen. And Gillespie is subbed in for Goodwin. You think of the reputation that Grayson Allen had coming into the league. He's changed the narrative for the better, Tim.
Well, he's still hard-nosed, but it's not necessarily what he's known for.
Wow! With authority!
You're still dunking with ease. James is a physical specimen.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Some changes now for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Vanderbilt comes in for James. And James is subbed in for Kennard. Pass to Brooks. On the take. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Such a reliable mid-range shooter. Brooks doesn't hesitate when he sees an opportunity to rise up from there.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. James passes to Hayes. Here's Booker. And that misses. That would have put him up. For Los Angeles, they've gotten off to a perfect 4 for 4 start of the second. James deciding where to go with it. Hey, shot's good.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Los Angeles foul. James. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Booker fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
And that one's good for Brooks.
A throwback wing. Dillon Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
Now James. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Golden State Warriors. Smart outside. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Booker. Excellent D there from Booker. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's James. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Legs, when you're watching a young team play, what are the things you're looking for?
Well, look, a lot of teams have young players who are focused on making a name for themselves, but I like to see unselfishness. Those guys who can play with a team-first winning mindset, those are the guys that you keep long-term.
Play D, do the dirty work, stay in the rotation.
About sums it up. Well, you can't lose sight of Booker. That time he floated into the corner.
O'Neal on the wing. Shoots it from the corner. Rebounded by the Lakers. The Suns beat them last time when these two met in Phoenix.
And it was just a strange loss. They were far from their best, but still managed to keep it close.
Yeah, when you lose a close game, no matter what your performance looked like, it always feels like it's a game you could have won.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Here's Gillespie. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas. Booker finds Brooks. And it's good. 2 points. And now a 3-point Suns lead.
And just as tough as they come, Dillon Brooks battling for 2 points.
Hayes, the pass to LaRavia. Hayes with a screen on Brooks. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Williams. Brooks with it. LaRavia covering. Brooks, the pass to O'Neal. And the shot's good. O'Neal's got his first points in this one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Phoenix?
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
And the Suns making a change here. Green is checked in.
And Smart has always been a good passer, but in recent years, he's really honed in on his playmaking abilities.
Now, here's Green. He's covered by LaRavia. Off target from 3-point range. And here's Smart. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 3. Pass to Vanderbilt. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Dillon Brooks. Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
They've been impeccable from the line here in the second period, doing what they can to try to build some momentum.
Here's Gillespie. 6 points for him. Here's Booker. Deflected. James with the ball. Down low. Here's Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Now here's Green. He's covered by LaRavia. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
James attacking. Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Green for 3. Offensive rebound. Williams finds Brooks. On target from range. Brooks has got 11.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' 3-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
And stolen by Williams. And now the Suns fast break. Outside for Green. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Suns ball.
And checking out some numbers for Dylan Brooks. Williams passes to Brooks. Outside for Booker, and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Well, some teams have put a premium on offense since the All-Star break. This group especially. The Lakers, number 1.
This is a hot offense. Recently, they've had no issues getting the ball in the hoop.
Pass to LaRavia. James, outside. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Smart passes to Vanderbilt, and he comes up with a bucket. Vanderbilt's got his second basket of the game.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Booker against Smart. Brooks outside. Pass to Green. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's LaRavia. The Suns clear it. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
Yeah, and that one came down to their rebounding. There was a big gap between the two teams there.
I love it when a team comes out and sets the tone physically.
And Williams punches it home.
Over the course of his career, Booker has come a long way, truly developing his playmaking.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Tries to break his ice. Oh, you can't let Booker get that close.
Attacking the heart of that defense, Booker knows where to get his shots.
James passes to Vanderbilt. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 4 assists now tonight. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. The 4th team foul.
Lakers on D. Brooks, the pass to Gillespie. 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's James. The shot misses. Phoenix leading by 3. For 3, Booker. Oh yeah, Booker dialing long distance.
Yes, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
And it's Smart missing. And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've been very effective from the 3-point line. That's the key for them so far. We'll be right back after this word.
And taking a look at Phoenix, they played okay, but unfortunately, that's not getting you into the playoffs. They were hoping to take the next step.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Lakers.
One take.
And that's it for halftime.